Hey everyone, it's Father Ryan. This is Sunday, March 22nd, and I was hoping to live stream Mass from my private chapel this morning, but I just don't really have the equipment to do that right now, and I tried it out and it was just really choppy and didn't look good at all. So I'm going to offer it to you to go to our homepage, and you can see right on there Mass that is through the video there by Bishop Robert Barron, and that'll be continually on our website each day, so you can go there. And I just want to offer you some suggestions for praying during this time and keeping the Sabbath holy. I think that this time is really offering us an opportunity and showing us that keeping the Sabbath holy is much more than just getting into the pew for an hour on Sunday, but it's meant to consecrate the whole day through our baptism to God with our whole family. So some suggestions is to build an altar within your own home in a prominent, conspicuous place in your house. It can be a table that you put a nice decorative cloth on. You can put an image of the Sacred Heart of Jesus, an image of Mary there, put a candle or two. You can light those candles when you pray together as a family. If you need some candles, I got plenty here at the church, just let me know. If you need an image of the Sacred Heart of Jesus, I also have some images of the Lord that I can give to you as well. So just let me know if you need any of those. And when you prepare and view Mass online to participate, really make sure you dress up, get out of the pajamas, dress up a little bit, make it special, have some time of silence before entering in, and really join your prayers, your sacrifices. Through our baptisms, we are united and consecrated as priests, prophets, and kings with Jesus. We participate in his life, so we really offer ourselves with Jesus in the Mass. And so bringing all your prayers for everyone who is sick, everyone who's ill, everyone who's on the front lines, healthcare workers, offering all of our prayers and sacrifices for all of them during this time. And if you have any prayer intentions for Mass that you'd like to offer to me, just send them to me, and I can pray my daily Mass continually for all of your intentions as well. And we have beautiful readings for this fourth Sunday of Mass, fourth Sunday of Lent at Mass. It's the Gospel of the Man Born Blind from John chapter 9. And in this Gospel, we see St. John bring together the themes of water and light. Jesus tells the man to go wash in the pool of Siloam, and he says, I am the light of the world. And he brings light to this man born blind. And so what does this mean? Well, Jesus spits on the ground and makes some saliva and wipes the mud then in this blind man's eyes. So this spitting goes back to the very beginning of creation, where we see water and we see God saying, let there be light. Right at the beginning of creation, we have water and light. And the idea in the Jewish tradition is that God spit on the ground, and from the saliva and mud from the earth is what he built up Adam, and then breathed in him the breath of life. So what we see John in the Gospel doing is showing that Jesus is really God, recreating us through the sacraments. So Jesus is recreating us as he spits on the ground. He wipes the mud in the man's eyes. He says, let there be light, and go wash in the pool of Siloam. The pool of Siloam was believed to have was collecting the waters of the spring Gihon. And the Gihon was also one of the rivers in Eden. And so the Jewish belief was that Jerusalem was the new Eden, and the pool of Siloam was the new waters of Eden. And so Jesus telling him to go wash there in the waters of Siloam, in the Gihon spring, shows that Jesus is making him a new creation. And so the whole idea is that Jesus, through our baptism, we become a new creation in Jesus. And when asked, the blind man is asked if he can see again, and he says, I am. And so the idea is that we share in the divine nature with Jesus, who is the great I am. We share in his divine nature through our baptism. And so today's readings should stir in our hearts a great, profound appreciation for what God has done to us in baptism, that we become a new creation, we share in the divine nature, we are filled, breathed into us the breath of life of the Holy Spirit. And so with Jesus, we share in the divine nature, we truly begin to exist on a new plane, a new level. And that should give us hope in this time of difficulty. Life without Christ is non-existence and it's darkness. But with Christ, we can do this. We can band together and love God and love neighbor, draw closer to our families, draw closer to God. And so in this time, my prayers continue to be with you as you continue to exercise your priesthood in Jesus through your baptism evermore within your homes, as you make a temple out of your homes, as you make the domestic church more alive in your homes. In my post yesterday, which you can find below this, 9 ways to make your fill your weeks with holiness, with holy moments. Continue to encourage you to put those into practice. So my prayers are with you. Let's pray together an act of spiritual communion. Lord Jesus, I believe that you are truly present in the most blessed sacrament. And though I cannot now receive you sacramentally, I ask that you now come at least spiritually into my heart. Fill my mind, my heart, my spirit, my soul with your divine grace and presence, and make me evermore your temple where you dwell. Amen.